you can make it work. Just angle it. And I've said this time and time again, always go from the right beside the bridge of your nose all the way up to your eyebrow. Right beside the bridge of your nose all the way up to your eyebrow. Under. And now I have a little bump on my nose, which I'm sure most of you don't. So I go here. If you don't have a little bump on your nose, you don't have to do that. If you don't have a little bump on your nose, make like a little circle here. Skip this, make a circle, and then put highlight in the middle to create like that button type of nose. But instead, I can make the circle and then just contour up. I have a really hard time doing the perfect bridge highlight because I have this little bump. It is what it is. I'm sure somebody else in this world has a little bump on their nose, and hopefully now you know how to contour it. And now, highlight. Might as well use it since it's here. Oh my gosh, I have the window open for light and a bee just came in. Oh, for the love of God. I have to get rid of it. Stop. Stop. Okay. Bee's gone. That was quick. Alright, so now highlight. I just kind of take my brush and wipe it off so I get all the contour off before I go with my highlight. I just go under my whole lip here and up. Under and up. You see how much faster that is? Because you got the big brush to just kind of do it real quick. Under my eyes. And go all the way up. Look, this is almost empty. All the way up the bridge of your nose, right beside your contour line. Go up your nose. I'm going to cover basically the whole side of your nose, except for the very edge. And I think I just went over a little bit, so I'm going to go back in with my contour just a tiny bit, which you can always fix up, no big deal. Sometimes final little touch-ups like that you have to do, you know, once you've progressed further into your face. I'm just going to go in where you normally highlight. I like to kind of think of the contour as a heart, because it's kind of like a heart. Heart. And then the highlight's the same thing. I'm going to highlight all these parts. Kind of all the way around your eyebrow here, down and around. Kind of gives you like a skinnier face, more defined look. I go ahead and go over my eyes, 'cause why not? But I leave in that spot where, because you want to look like you're a real human being, and that really helps keeping that contour line there. I'm going in the wrong color. Just connecting your nose to your eyebrows, which will all blend in. I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of this light and blend a tiny bit, because that's pretty hardcore up there, but it will blend with my foundation and my concealer. Okay, I'm going to stop there. I think I got it all. No, I didn't. I'm going to go around my mouth. Because you kind of want to like narrow that down a little bit, but I don't want to go too in depth because I don't have much time. And you don't have to, sometimes if you want to bring your contour all the way to your mouth, that's fine, but normally stop around here. But you can blend all that with your beauty blender, no big deal. So I think we're pretty covered. It's so hard for me to see in here. I know it looks kind of bright on the camera, but it's pretty dark in here. From now on, I'm bringing up my lights. Okay, beauty blender. It's time to clean up this hot mess with our foundation. I'm using Maybelline Liquid Mousse Airbrush Finish just because it's my favorite and I'm in a hurry. I don't want to do anything that's going to cause me problems. I don't have time for it at the moment. Behind your ears. I'm going to have to take this stupid necklace off. I knew I was going to. I should have just wasn't thinking about it before I started. Okay. So that way I can go down my neck without worrying about ruining my necklace. And just keep adding and applying, and it just evenly blends. No big deal. Doesn't take long. Go along the side of your chin real good. Behind your ear. And because I have my hair up the back of my neck. So there's no lines. And I did take my contour back there just a tiny bit. But once you get your beauty blender started, it's got that contour in there, so it kind of like will go wherever you want it to until you clean it out. Alright, so we went around the neck semi-good. It's not perfect. I could bring it down if I wanted to, but I don't really need to. Let's make sure there's no lines. On any lines. Now that's not intense enough to cover up, like, I mean, my little freckles aren't as noticeable, but they're not completely covered, which I don't need them to be. I just want to show you guys how to bring it down. If you go thicker, I mean, there are ways to cover all of your freckles. If you want to, for whatever reason. Just because sometimes it's fun to do. If you don't have freckles, you don't have to worry about that. So I guess I'm going to start on my forehead and work. The concealer will help out a lot with this blending. I'm going to go in the darker areas first and just kind of bring them down. Oh, thank you. That's my whole goal. I want to be 100% real. Honest about the products. I did a little live this morning. I'm nervous about the collab that I did, or I'm doing with, we're supposed to be doing with Poppy Apparel. I have declined more collaborations than like I can even, I mean, it's unbelievable because I refuse. Like, I mean, the more collabs I take and the more companies I bring in, the quicker my platform will grow. It's that simple. But I'm willing to be patient because I am an honest person and I want to do all the right things for all the right reasons. So I'm not gonna work with a brand that is full of poo and untrustworthy and then tell you to go over there to buy their stuff when they're scamming or dishonest or, you know, doing, you know what I mean? Because there's a lot of scam artists. You got to be really careful. Not only as like an influencer, especially as an influencer, but anybody, like on Facebook, on Instagram, people trying to sell you things. There are so many people out there that are just literally will just rob you. You know, so companies that wanted my work but wouldn't follow through with my sponsorship, you know, stuff like that. And, you know, like, I have sincerely, like, I have grown amazing relationships on this platform. I love it. Like, I think about you guys like I do my own family. So, like, I'm not going to lie to you. And I'm not going to lead you somewhere that I wouldn't go myself. So I felt like everything was okay with Poppy Apparel. And I'm not going to say anything bad yet. It could be a miscommunication error. I'm hoping. Because if not, if they do not get back to me and clear up the problems that are occurring, I'm going to come back and I'm going to make a whole new post and a whole new YouTube video and a whole new live on why we shouldn't go there and why, you know, we can find somewhere else that, you know, we can find cool, trendy stuff that deserves our business. You know what I mean? Like, no, I'm not doing it. Just not doing it. And I know as an influencer that if they're not willing to work with me, they will never take care of their customers. So I continue to decline and decline and decline unless I feel like it's safe. And I felt like it was, and right now it's a question mark. I don't want to say anything bad. Like I said, it could be miscommunication. They could email me and explain everything and everything could be good to go. But if not, they're making themselves look really bad to bring my name into their business. Because I told them in the beginning, this is what my platform's about. And this is how I, you know, so, and I'm not threatening them like by, if you don't do this, then I'm going to do this. It's not a threat. All I said is I'm honest with my fans. I'm honest with my followers. And if you do not follow through, that I have to then tell them that that promotion that I did for you is not legit. You know, and I don't feel that's a threat. That's just truth. Hi. And there are so many people on Instagram, there are so many beauty influencers or beauty, you know, people who are starting out, and they're so desperate that they'll, you know, get an email from somebody and they're just so desperate to get up and going that they'll say yes and they'll lead you in a place that's not safe. And I promised myself when I started my platform, I promised myself that I would not, one, work for anybody but myself. Two, that I would never misguide my family, my Beauty is My Vice family. And I have not. And I will never. Honestly, truly, with all my heart. I promise you, I will never misguide you unless, oh my God, like, I mean, there are things that could happen that are out of my control, but I try as hard as I can to make sure that that never does happen. You know what I mean? So I sent them multiple messages and emails, and I figure if they don't get back to me within 24 hours, I'm done. Because Beauty is My Vice is slowly turning into an actual business. I'm coming out with products and lashes and makeup and all this awesome stuff. And it's not just that. I do life coaching and beauty coaching. And for my business, I check every single day to make sure all my clients and everything's taken care of. So I feel like if they're a legit business and they care about their customers and their sponsors, they're gonna respond, right? Okay. If they don't respond, something's wrong, and I'm done. It's not worth it. And that's a big fall for me because, so say with, I'm just going to use Poppy Apparel as a example. If you go over and buy from them, because I like to look at it as a family. I want to get you the best discount you can. And I try to fight with brands to get the highest discount that I could get. But they would only do 10%. But they promised me $20 per purchase. So if you go over there and you make a $5 purchase, I'm supposed to receive $20. But I put in my hard work and energy to make all the content to, you know, sell their products. I'm making more content than they are. You know what I mean? And I'm willing to take that away completely just because I don't think that you're going to get the customer service that you deserve. And I never want you to think, I can't trust her. You know what I mean? Because she told me I could go here. So to me, like, I'm never gonna work with a company to put money in my pocket to lead you in the wrong direction. I promise. Never. I just want you to know that. It's very important to me. You know, and I'm broke. You know, I'm broke, but I'm gonna say no because I know in the big picture, it's so worth it. I'm never gonna lead people in the wrong direction. Don't do it. Don't mislead and misguide people. You have to, you know, be a good person. Do your job right. Even though it's hard. Especially as a freelancer and an entrepreneur. It's long and brutal. And you have to work really, really hard for very little money or none at all sometimes. But I'm not going to sell myself out, and I will never sell myself short. You know what I mean? Because I know my worth, and I know your worth, so I'm just, you know what I mean? Trying to explain my business is like what I believe in and what I run on, and it has caused a lot of problems with me and collaborations because if they don't meet my expectations, I won't take them. I don't care who they are. You know, and I'm just this, you know, girl that started an account and my account's doing good, so they want my name or my name with theirs. I mean, I'm not huge yet, but still they want me. They see that people like me and they want their product to be on my page. But I'm not going to do it. I don't care if it's freaking Anastasia, you know what I mean? I'm not going to do it unless I'm sure that it's in good intention. Okay, I'm going to stop there. I was just really upset that I went through with the unboxing and then I found out that I maybe shouldn't have done that. Just really frustrated. But worst case scenario, I make a video telling you guys that I don't suggest you buy from them. Which isn't as big of a deal. I mean, it's not a huge deal. But it should have never happened. It's their problem. It's their fault. So, it's not my loss, it's their loss. You know what I mean? Alright, so I've been messing with my face while I'm talking to you guys. I'm going to try to... I'm so bad at talking. See, now it's 2:08. And I've said this before, but today I'm serious. I'm going to go pick up my baby. Yesterday I had to go pick him up and go to the market because we were out of diapers. I have everything I need. So I'm going to go pick up my baby and let him watch cartoons with the other baby. And I can see them on the monitor while I'm doing this. And finish my face. And I hate it. Just know that if I tell you I'm coming back on to finish my face, and for the love of God, if I don't show up, it's because there's like something like really serious going on. Which happens because I'm a mom of 4. Well, 5, including my stepdaughter. But I always intend to come back. But today I really do think I can come back because I worked my... to spend with you. Thank you. I just get so frustrated because I want to come on and like do it and be done and not stop and start, and frustrating. But I'm trying. And that was something I wanted to say the other day. I said I felt like because when I started my account because God was like, this is what you're meant to do. You have to share your heart with the world. I had no idea what I was doing. In the beginning, I just posted stuff, inspirational stuff. And then I got to the point like where I couldn't do it anymore. I was so emotionally exhausted. And that's when God was like, I gave you a talent for a reason. You know, you're an artist and you're beautiful and you're going to inspire beauty in people, you know, inside and out, inner beauty, outer beauty, that whole thing. So he inspired me to everything that I've done with his will. And the other day I was struggling because I got to the point where I'm like, is this even worth it? Like, I just can't keep up with the kids, and no matter how hard I try, like, nothing seems to be working. Like, I was just, you know, feeling bad for myself, being an idiot, making myself feel guilty over stupid crap. And he reminded me, he said, okay, so it's like when you get to the do or die, that's when you have to, like right now, like today, I could have just said, well, I don't have time, so I'll try when I pick them up. And then something else would happen, So when you get to the do or die, you have to push the hardest. And when you get to the do or die and you push the hardest, that's when you succeed. Because I'm at the hard spot right now. It's the do or die. I'm struggling. Everything is really hard for me right now. With my business, with my kids, with my house, with my home, with everything. And I get exhausted and I'm like, I just can't do it today. Just not today. But no, I have to do it today. And, I promised God that I would follow in his footsteps. And he promised me, like, love, safety, and success. And he has done nothing but that. I mean, so I am going to continue to follow his lead. So if you're struggling with something where you feel like you just can't, you're not good enough, you're not doing good enough, or you're struggling and it's just not worth it, and you just feel like maybe for a little while you should just give up and start again later, no, keep going. If you're at the do or die, success is right around the corner, right around the corner. And I've seen so many amazing influencers, obviously, because I'm an influencer for myself. I know about, so use me as an example, I know a lot about other influencers, and I've seen incredible influencers that got to the do or die and broke. The world got to them and they just broke. And it's heart-wrenching because it's, God only knows how these people feel inside, but from the outside looking in, all I could see is all the potential and how amazing and incredible this person is, and how successful and how many people they can touch and how many people they can help. And to me, it's like, I just want to shake them and be like, no, like and I've seen so many of them stop, drop, and just fail. Give up, done, gone, disappear. And that just breaks my heart because there's this one girl in particular, I don't want to say her by name, but she inspired me before I ever started anything. She inspired me so much. And the world, she got a ton of love and she got a ton of hate. And she couldn't take the hate. And it broke her. And now she is no longer in existence when it comes to the influencer world. And she had so much to offer. I mean, when you come across somebody who's different and honest and kind and loving, you can feel it. This person's special. This person has potential. And she did. She began to grow fast. And then she just couldn't handle it. Right. I let the hate go. It's not the hate that's bothering me right now. I'm just overwhelmed. I'm just overwhelmed. I want to do all the right things for all the right reasons. I'm working my butt off. I'm not making enough money for, I'm working really hard and I should be receiving a good income right now, but I'm not. But I know, it's like I could justify what I'm doing right now, all the time and effort away from my kids, if I had an income. Do you know what I mean? So I'm trying to justify things in my head. I do have a little bit of an income, but it's not big enough for the amount of work I do. Hence the beginning of entrepreneurship, starting a business. You know, that's how it is in the beginning. You're going to be broke, broker than broke, broke is a joke. And you have to then decide, like, is this business a true opportunity? Will it succeed? Do I, you know, follow through? Or do I decide that it's not what's best for me? And I know that this is right for me. I know I'm doing it for all the right reasons. So I just need to push through this hard part because I know success is right around the corner, but it doesn't mean that it's easy for me today. Do you know what I mean? So just hang in there, hang in there, hang in there and keep going. Because if I can succeed and overcome and push myself when I feel like I'm just like done beyond done, I know that you can do it too. I believe that you will all succeed. The whole key in success is never comparing yourself to others, loving you for you, and being 100% true to yourself. Absolutely true to yourself. Absolutely 100% follow your heart, nobody else's, and go with it. You can never succeed trying to be something or look like something you're not, because it doesn't come off as real. People want real. So anyway, I have to hop off here. I'm going to go get my little guy and I'm going to finish my makeup. I mean, I know I've said this before, but if I go get him right now, I will have time to finish. I love you guys so much. Like, I get the sweetest messages from you. Like, I cry. I literally cry. Because in my heart, when I struggle, and then I get these messages, and it just is like, this is why. This is why. Because I made so-and-so feel like she's not alone. And I made so-and-so feel like I gave her hope. And you know what I mean? Like, that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. So, I love you. I'll see you guys in just a couple minutes, okay? We'll finish this face. I'm excited about it. Got some more new products to use. I'll be back. Try to keep an eye out for me so I don't have to do this by myself. See you in a couple minutes. Love you guys so much.